Doing Tighnati's story quest today. I'm extremely tired, so my voice is dry, but I'm still here. So let's go find the Tighnati puppet. We'll never see Catherine the same again. The Tighnati puppet. She's probably created by the puppet, one of the Fatui. I wouldn't be surprised. Can Sumeru load in? Let me stop and give it a moment to load in. Alright.
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say.
That's usually what we come to Catherine for, Paimon.
It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants.
Okay.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have become contaminated.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people who cross through that region. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region to expand, the consequences could be unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
This is forest business. Maybe Tighnati will know something. Let's go find him.
Yeah. Can I see the back of Catherine's neck? I see the keyhole on the back of Catherine's neck. Can I? No, I can't. Find Tighnati. His ears and tail. Let me just give everything a moment. There we go. Alright.
Voice down.
Tighnati, everything's spinning.
No, you already look.
Tell Mom that I should have listened to her.
You already look
Sumeru
dead, yo.
that I'm sorry
It's
for
in your
breaking
eyes.
Her toy. I didn't tell her because
But you're not gonna die. You'll be fine. You get to tell these people these things yourself.
Tighnati, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
Mihoyo wouldn't kill a kid, right? They wouldn't do that.
Is he?
Right?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest.
Right.
You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Looks like you went into a withering
Could it
zone.
be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
You leave the room with Tighnati.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him.
Oh.
His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand.
Yet.
I'll ask the caravans. Go
It's
find
not
Kale,
version
have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of
3.1.
traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
It's not
Contaminated
3.1.
region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
Makes
We
sense.
feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Where do we go do that at? 396 meters from here. Right back to Sumeru City. Alright. Yo, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed. Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently.
Oh, really? Was it the Fatui
Were
treasure
mechanical
hoarders?
parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market.
Termites?
Our
Which one of them
caravans
did
had
it?
to pull together Mora to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest.
Oh.
We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts. How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
that crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
Huh, what?
No people?
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me. Fine. The thief that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
What the heck?
I mean, that's
The Avidia
believable.
Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course!
But
Not
of
only
course.
that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Oh my god, yo, his face right there. His face just said the strongest nigga, please. Just tell me what I need to know so I can be on my way.
Maybe one after someone to assess the situation. Go and talk to them.
All right, we'll go and have a word.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. Doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical?
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby.
Oh.
Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Understood. I'm very happy for someone that just got their
still
goods
remains
stolen.
unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the Mora you made.
All found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Oh.
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions.
Right.
Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
Yeah.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway,
If anything, we would probably at most use you as a shield.
Pose as a
Human
transiting
shield.
caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Understood.
We're professionals.
Where do we gotta go?
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter, they have the sumpter beast with the components on board lead the way. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
Understood. Because they will attack you. They will not hesitate to fuck this shit up.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Ping trip just now.
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled. Let's give it something to eat.
All right, it's moving again.
There's no reason my Wi-Fi needs to keep tripping like this. Oh. Oh.
Did you hear something?
There it is.
Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about?
It looks strong. Be careful.
Defeat the mechanical crab. Where the hell? Oh, hey, buddy. You're just one of these things. You're not that tough. I've fought big times with you before. Gotta stop with this shield, bro.
Wind strider.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
I don't think, Paimon, I don't think the robot can understand what you're saying. And even then, I don't think he would be obliged to answer.
Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's goods.
After some searching, Tighnati found the goods
I
from
don't know why
mechanical
you're
crab
stealing
store.
mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you.
Maybe he's
Stolen
trying to steal
items
the
must
parts
be returned to their rightful owners.
to,
Any objections?
maybe he's trying to use the parts to build himself up.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
So it does.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search.
Right.
If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Right.
Paimon
Makes
gets
sense.
it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're saying?
Who
It
knows?
doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave
Right.
it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It
But
seems to be
understood
really
that.
happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood? I'm not sure. Retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Alright. Am I running all the way there? It's not that far. It's not that far. I'm not gonna teleport, so we'll just keep going. Or slide right back down, and that works too. Build your stamina up, so... okay, good. See, beautiful plant. Ah, came just in handy. Zinga! I don't know why I just said that.
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many?
2 is enough.
Yeah, just 2.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No, Nick.
No, that won't do.
I've already received your reward.
Did he just wait? Did he?
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts?
Is this guy the squirrel?
Worth much
The
compared to
talking
this
squirrel
merchandise.
on the golden apple
But
archipelago?
those parts are very useful to me.
I feel like he was
Just
the
like the
talking
Vasanti
squirrel on the
grass.
golden apple archipelago.
I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Got you. Hit that throw button. On the road to save a kid, kinda, sorta, maybe. And postpone this illness for now. Collie! Look! It's Collie! Flower!
Paimon? Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Do it myself.
Okay.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
Understood. Don't know how, but sure. After you and Tighnati prepare the medicine, colleague gets to
How
see
is
how.
he? Doing any better?
Let's hope so.
I feel like he's doing a lot better. And his temperature is returning to normal.
That's good.
It's wonderful! Oh yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier. And he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't
Good.
get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did! Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as
Feel like I'm gonna
difficult
hang
as
out
you
on
once
it.
thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't...
That's right.
I did not mean to do
You
that.
did great,
Son of a-
Kale. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like
I
you
mean,
said,
you know
things
your
will
way
likely
around
be
the forest
uneventful.
more than me, so.
Let's return and find that crab.
That motherfucking crab better still be there. That's all I'm saying. Better see that crab. Better see that crab. Boy. I'm gonna follow the sea. Son of a bitch, I probably should have fought them.
It should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here.
Oh, there it is.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there.
It's just funny
What
because he's
caused the
talking so
Avidya
calm and the
forest to
music is
become
just
like
getting
this?
so intense.
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh. Excuse me. I feel like I know what this contaminated
So
region
this
is going to
the
be.
contaminated region that everyone's been talking
Or not.
about. It's like really creepy and suffocating.
I mean, Paimon, you
Do you
don't
feel
really
unwell?
have to breathe it.
Good. It's as I
You just
predicted.
disappear.
Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
Just like a
How do
wizard.
you know that?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal?
They are different.
This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru
Sumeru
rose. but it is also known as the ley line lodestar.
Ooh.
They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in
Meanwhile, the
response.
freaking
Excessive
crab
brightness indicates a
just,
dangerous level
in
of
the
ley line
background,
activity in the surrounding area.
chilling.
From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
Is it extracting energy
Can't
from the
confirm
ley
that
lines?
right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
Pick up the strange Sumeru. Right.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this
The
area
fact that they
and fled.
blurred out the fucking crab in the
Sure
background.
can cause a
Nice
lot of
attention to
damage,
detail.
huh?
Like it.
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment.
Right.
Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react in abnormal ways. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Ah. I see.
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but he and I are fine because our elemental capabilities
Yeah,
allow us
no.
to adapt to this kind of change.
I'm not sure about you, Paimon. You know, maybe Paimon just has some secret power that no one knows about, and just maybe Paimon's gonna be the final villain. Who knows?
Of course,
Just saying.
it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only one who can freely traverse this place is probably the mechanical crab. That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
Understand. Install a purification device. What will this purification device do? It is very like just dark and timid in this area. Purification.
Environment, no wind. Target parameters, normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's
How
working.
was that? That looks cool.
What's this?
A purification device that I made. It can absorb excess
Purification.
ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix.
Right.
Purification devices have their limits. At
Makes
best,
sense.
they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to
Gotta get to
permanently
the
eradicate
bottom
the
of it.
contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source.
At the heart of the contaminated region?
That's right.
Huh?
Oh,
The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Something's approaching.
but what could it be?
So
These
that's
damn
it.
crocodiles.
Now that the ley line energy has
Spinal
stabilized, the
crocodile.
monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
Understood. Hey, crocodile, alligator. Ah, hey.
Into the wind.
Get away from that purification
By royal
device.
decree.
Just get away from it. Just get away from it. Alright.
Whew. That's all of them.
Oh, it's just disappeared. Oh. This is proven to be
The mechanical crab would never!
Help! Help!
Okay, not gonna die.
Shadow Raven, let night.
Time to go. As one with wind and
It sounded like he was really dying.
wind strike.
I'm going in!
What? Scatter!
Yo. You good?
Spare me. Please spare me.
Hey, are you okay?
I think you're good.
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Superficial.
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
Don't worry,
We took them down.
Oh,
You know,
good.
because they're strong, not weak. Get your fucking weight up, Jazar.
Good.
Don't be scared of this one.
It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy.
Patty.
It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me.
Hey, look, Jazar,
Do you know
calm
what's
down.
inside the forest? It's all crawling with mechanical freaks.
Interesting.
I just came here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the contaminated region and almost died.
You picked the bad time to come pick herbs.
I gotta get out. Be careful. These mechanical life forms are up to no good. It'd be best if you stayed far, far away from them.
You know, we're not gonna do that. Because we're not a bunch of pussies like you are, but you know, okay.
No wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms. Those things should be annihilated.
Are you okay?
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for too long. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village.
Run.
At that point, someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal. So you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
It's so hard to understand.
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you, I wonder? You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why it, rather its owner, is collecting so many components, I'm not sure. It's getting late, so let's set up camp for the night. We'll explore further tomorrow, after a night's rest. Hey, over here!
I see.
Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up!
I see you! You gotta be so disrespectful, Tighnati. Jeez!
Let's set up camp here.
Hey, over here! You're like...
Oh,
Like, oh, you're up there. I
particular
see you.
reason?
Hey, over here.
This place is
It's like,
perfect to put up
I
a big
see
tent.
you. Come on, you big lummus. Look up. Just like, well, oh, jeez.
We can also set up a cooking pot and cook
My
tons
gosh.
of delicious food.
Not surprised by Paimon saying that thing.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet.
They
You should
are.
always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Easy.
To Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much.
Yeah,
Just
I'm not
do what you
expecting
can.
that much either. I've never once seen Paimon cook, but okay. Usually I'm the one
That's
who does all
right.
the
You
cooking.
can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Kaimari, I'm not gonna find any food.
Wait. didn't expect her to come crawling back like that. Wait, that was funny.
Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. There were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Pretty sure the wind
Those
isn't
were
blowing.
probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest.
Paimon probably
I'll
shit her
forage for
pants
food.
just now. Oh!
Oh, you found some already.
I don't know how did you do that? You don't have any. You know what? You have my gratitude. You're definitely way more useful than Paimon.
Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time.
Yeah.
That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system.
Understood.
I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight.
Got
You
you.
two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes, we do.
Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard.
Anything could
settled.
happen.
I'll set up some pest repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though.
Not too good though. Is that the pest repelling device?
You're still awake.
Oh, okay. I guess I can't talk to him. He just. Oh, you still up? I guess I'll go rest.
Paimon's getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines? It's been a
You also
while
don't
since
have
we
an
camped
element of
outside like this.
and fuck.
This is like when we just started adventuring together.
We just started adventure again. That feels like so long ago now. And ate the first fish Paimon out of the lake. How did she even end up in the lake in the first place? Think about what would have happened.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body.
Cool.
Speaking of which, have you seen the crab?
I have not. You know, Tighnati, I was asleep.
It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed
what's
owner.
up with the...
A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning.
Over there.
Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontima for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea: use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological lifeforms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical lifeforms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward.
Why am I not surprised?
Maybe this subject will be unbanned in a few years. That's a difficult question to answer. I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes.
Makes sense, I guess. Let's get down here.
It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Valuka Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The blood of my people were born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us?
Coffee?
All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself.
Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep.
Leave it with him. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. I slept through the entire night.
your punishment is solo watch duty.
Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you feel off at all? Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire!
Alright, let's meet back here later.
pests. Give me that pest repelling device and give me this pest repelling device. No, actually, I do need to. I do need to make some items actually because I'm low on heals. I'll get more sugar. More of those. How many of these I gotta make? One, because I have one fish. Alright, I'll make sure I stock for more of those as well. Wait. Okay, so this was the okay, I can make this. What does this require? I think these are better. Okay, I'm making it at least. I can make these. Sure, why not? Okay, I think I'm right. Yeah.
All right, it's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines.
I need to encounter the bathroom. I'll be right back.